and welcome to this, the latest edition of the Lisburn Distillery TV Match Highlight Show.
This week's highlight sees action from Saturday's Irish Cup in a game which saw Lisburn Distillery travel to take on Coleraine in the 5th round.
Distillery went into this game as clear underdogs. However, as in any cup competition, there was always a possibility of a shock on the day. Here's how the game panned out.
Well, Colin, on Saturday then, not really the result we were hoping for, but probably one that was expected.
Yeah, probably right. At the end of the day, I mean, it was always going to be a very, very hard match for the Whites, to be honest. We're playing a side 2 divisions above us, one of the top sides in the country at the moment. I mean,
of course.
Yes, at the same time, you go up there, you think 11 versus 11. You know, you're always hoping to maybe give them a tight game, maybe sort of sneak a goal towards the end. But when you can see the goal in the first minute, you're in trouble. And to be honest, they were on the day I thought they were unplayable a lot of the time. I mean, DOOLEY up front was fantastic for them. Martin Smith, who we spoke to in the show a few weeks ago, he was fantastic for them. To be honest, a number of their players were really, really good in the day. It's just too much for us at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, was there any positives then taken from the day?
Well, yes. I mean, at the end of the day, it was nice to be back at a Premier League ground once again. We were treated very, very well by Coleraine Football Club, it has to be said. Thank you for that to Coleraine, and obviously financially it was worth our while as well. So from that viewpoint, yes, it was nice to get at that stage. Irish Cup's now over for another season, and then we go back to the league.
And how do we bounce back then from this?
Well, we've just got to sort of put it behind us and sort of think, well, okay, the league at the end of the day is the most important thing. Max said to me before the game, if we had a choice of either winning on Saturday or winning this Saturday, you know, against Tobu in the league, he would choose the league game any day. So let's hope we can sort of turn it around this week.
Yeah.
Elsewhere in the competition, as we can see from the results, there were no cup upsets, with all of the bigger sides easily through to the 6th round. Personally, I feel a lot of the reason for this is the fact that the small sides are now forced to reverse fixtures, and for me that is something that needs to be looked at for future seasons.
Looking now at the draw for the next round, we can see our victors on Saturday have been drawn to play local opposition in Championship side Institute, but the pick of the round without doubt is Cliftonville at home to Crusaders. After Saturday's game against Coleraine, Colin caught up with Matthew Ferguson to hear the players' thoughts on the game. Here's what he had to say.
High hopes of maybe causing a bit of an upset. Those high hopes lasted about 60 seconds or so, or one down. What happened?
Oh, well, of course, you go into every game expecting to win it, even the big teams. I always do anyway. You have to give yourself a chance. Like you say, 60 seconds into the game, we're 1-0 down. Scrappy goal to give away. So I think we put ourselves in the back foot straight away. But again, I thought we held our own for the next 10 minutes or so. Got the ball down. I thought we played good football going forward. And then again, maybe sleeping at the back. DOOLEY on his debut, nipped in and scored a header. Ferg, he done well to get in there. Again, silly goal to give away, and then another silly goal from a yard out. Don't know whether if it was handball or not, boys called for it, but again, the decision was made and stood. Went in 3-0 at half time. Tried to regroup in the second half.
Yeah. I think overall, I don't think we played overly badly, but I think Coleraine were very, very classy today, to be honest. It was very impressive. What do you make of it?
To be fair, brilliant team, and they're up at the top of the Irish League for a reason, and that showed today. Fitness and going forward to some quality players. Again, we tried to play as best as we could, and like I said before there, I thought we played some great football going forward. I suppose it's just getting that cutting edge, maybe get a wee slight chance and maybe nick a goal, but again, I think overall fitness, ability obviously, and just the talent on show today was just too much for us. But again, we'll regroup and we'll look on Saturday for our league game.
Important now that obviously we put this behind us.
Yeah.
The Cup's obviously, we're never probably going to run the Cup, let's be honest with it, but now put it behind us, we're still in a realistic chance of getting something from the league.
Yeah.
So it's important we bounce back next week.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, our target at the start of the year was to get the 5th round of the Irish Cup, and we did so that's one of our targets ticked off. Now we're back to our own league on Saturday. Massive 3 points for us. We're still in touch and distance from maybe winning the league, but again, we're not getting ahead of ourselves too early. Again, we'll go into that game learning from experience from today, taking positives and also negatives from today's game, and taking them all into Saturday, and hopefully together we can get the 3 points.
Matthew, thanks for shaking us up.
So that brings us to the end of Lisburn Distillery TV Match Highlight Show.
On behalf of me and myself, once again, a massive thank you for taking the time to watch today's show.
I've been Maeve Brennan.
I've been Colin Hopkins.
Come on, you Whites.